we're in Castlemaine, in the change room, in a house, a baby change room. The hive is in this wall. Big heat signature at the top, less of a heat signature at the bottom, so I had to hunt through the plaster. I don't know if you can see that, that looks like old black comb, but it's hard to tell through the thing. It might be newer than that anyway. But it looks like the bottom half's not really being utilised. Also based on the fact that no bees came out when I poked through, but the top half has a rather large heat signature. So let's see what we get. Okay, ignoring all the dust in the air, I was correct in old abandoned black stuff, like really abandoned. So dead brood, all sorts of things, dead bees. That's old honey that's definitely contaminated, so that will be going in the render bucket. But obviously I will be looking to do some biosecurity checks on it and seeing what we end up with. I've cleared out the bottom half, and now it's time to move to the top half, where right up near the grill, the air vent, is where we're getting the bulk of the heat signature. So exciting times. Managed to squish all the bottom half into one bucket, so that's quite exciting, because I didn't plan on bringing dead hive buckets, so that's the best I'm going to do. Okay. I've exposed the hive. There's a little bit on this sheet, and then some more dead hive, and then living hive up the top. Teeny tiny. So next step is to actually take out the living part of the hive, catch the queen, and then beevac the rest. Okay, I've only got one more bit up there really to cut out. There we go. We've caught the queen, so you'll see her there, top right. Not the little teeny weeny there, now she's just dropped to the bottom right, middle right. Anyway, so we have the queen, tiny hive, so fun times. We'll get that up a bit of comb, frame it up, and then be back. I'm just finishing up vacuuming up the bees and pulling out the old dead hive. You can see all that powder on the old hive, and that powder there, that's poison. A little bit still active, unfortunately. A couple of bees got in it, and yeah, that's how the old hive was killed. Obviously it doesn't deal with the problem, it just delays it, because you end up with another hive in your property regardless, sooner or later. And in many cases, if there's enough honey in the hive, you get a slime out where the honey just on a hot day starts seeping down the walls and staining the walls. So not a good solution, filling hives, but oh well, we're sorting it out now. Okay, tenant had got some insulation. When there's kids around and there's a risk of bees coming inside or whatnot, we try to put some insulation or old clothes or something into the cavity to on the day to fill it up, so that if any foragers are out, they don't come back inside. On the whole though, you should always fill the cavity after a beehive's been pulled out, so that you don't get another passing swarm moving, because they love where they've been before. They'll smell the pheromones and move on straight on in. So that's the cavity filled. And then over here You'll see the 2 frames of bees, queens in a cage, in the cage just under the bar there. Yeah, it was a teeny tiny hive, but give it 1 season and it would have filled the whole old hive. They would have cleaned it out, and come spring, queen would have gone laying ballistically, and it would have become a really big hive. They would have obviously not been able to do anything with the poisoned area because it was still active, but eventually that would become non-active and they'd reclaim that area as well. So there we go.